Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. You know, when you're a pure devotee, this is the standard, man. All you want to do is taste this thing. You know, you don't give a shit about what people, if they watched your video or if they really liked it or not. You're just too busy tasting this nectar, you know. And then you realize, this is it. This is acknowledgement from God. I got the praise of the Lord because He's looking over here at me, and I'm looking at Him, and we've got our little sights on each other, and we're just enjoying the moment. Let us just freeze this moment, Lord, and let us just relish each other's association. Oh, yes. Whoever's like that, I would say, is a pure devotee. I think that's a good standard. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. Yeah, Amy knows about the 30-day challenge. She does it one every month. She renews her contract of the 30-day challenge. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yeah, Lord Caitanya put me through a severe test. In 22 years of nobody coming and giving classes almost every day. Now that's a test, man. The sure he wanted to see. I don't know if I'm going to send anybody to you. And I want to see that you're really doing this for me, you know. So it's good. So Krishna put you through the severe purification. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. I'll give you a little bit. Claude, you got me in the mood, man. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Sri Advaita Chandra, Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So I'll just continue on in chapter 2 of Adikanda. If you got this book, it's called The Appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and page number 16. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, 11.5.31, King Nimi, I like that story. I'll read that sometime. King Nimi. King Nimi, devotees always, he says, devotees always offer prayers to the Supreme Lord Hari. But now I will explain how the devotees in Kali Yuga offer the choicest prayers, accompanied by various rituals and regulations for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. In this age of Kali, people who are endowed with sufficient intelligence will worship the Lord, who is accompanied by his associates, servants, and weapons, and confidential associates by the performance of Sankirtan Yajna. I mean, it's so great, this chanting. This is Sankirtan what we're doing. Taking shelter of the holy name. And man, it is really shelter. It really is. I noticed, like in this crypto thing, I'm really starting to notice how people are trying to take shelter of something, to find safety, and they can't find it because everything outside that you take shelter of, the Maya removes it. The Maya comes and knocks it down through other people who have taken shelter of the Maya, and all these objects, whatever it is, it could be money, gold, family, like situations, um, uh, you know, people are trying to take shelter of the external energy of the Lord, and it's always Maya's always moving it, or influencing it. Somebody comes along, and says, this thing is not worth anything anymore. And everybody goes, oh, I've lost my, see it. And so all the living entities who have tried to find shelter and safety and security in the Maya, the temporary world, is always unsettled. They're always moved to this thing and this thing and this thing, always looking. That's when we're looking for shelter. And this name is so perfect. The more I appreciate it, I see this is so much shelter and so much security in this, so much solidness. I mean, actually substantial. Because it's the same thing. If people are looking for some kind of happiness and safety in material things, and you maybe get some happiness, then somebody out from the outside, because they're also influenced by the Maya, and they knock it down. You knock your shelter down, then you're all unsettled again, and you're just all agitated. See, but the name is the solid pivot. It's the pillar. The holy name and the pastimes and the qualities and this whole path that we're following here is the pillar. That's why we keep coming back to this, because it's solid. It's strong, stronger than anything that I found, and anything in the world, any other path, even. Yeah, even these other paths. See, the thing is, actually, somebody said something really good. He said, a real guru makes you um, uh, dependent inside on like what's inside. I mean, the person never said it perfectly, because nobody does. They're not conclusive in the world. But basically, if you have a real guru, they're going to make you as solid as they are. See? Solidly dependent. And that's why, that's why the Lord usually, when he empowers somebody, they start from scratch. He wants to show that this person is dependent on me. See, to teach what the real shelter is. And in our line, it's always been like that. Nobody's really started like with their gurus' buildings and everything. The Lord, didn't give all the buildings to Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada of his guru. No, they went in and divided everything, and then used all of that stuff. The buildings, their titles, and everything. But is that solid? See, usually something comes along and knocks it down. So many gurus have been knocked down because they don't have the real solid shelter of the Lord. Jesus talked about that. He said those who are not really empowered, they're like hirelings. See? And they scatter at some point and they leave their disciples. And I've seen this in gurus also. Many called Raghunugas. Because they themselves don't have that solid shelter. At some point, Maya comes in, smacks them, and they've gone. See? And then their disciples, see, they've looked at the shelter. And is it a bad? No, that's just what it does. Maya's always going to do that till you find those who have received the real shelter. That's why this line can only be preached by those in the real line, those who have got the real shelter. See, they're the solid pillar of this real Krishna conscious movement. See? No, if you're not really have the real authentic shelter of the Lord, you can't be like that. You don't know what it is. You don't know what that pillar is. So it's interesting. I like these practical lessons the Lord shows me. Very, very practical. You see people here, they're making spiritual advancement. See, they're actually advancing. And most people in Vaishnavism, they're not going much. They're just doing rules, rituals, not really staying more materialistic Vaishnava. It's not. I mean, I haven't seen any symptoms of really ecstatic chanting. I see people weak. Often, people. It's like I wrote that status thing. Come look at this joyous kirtan. I go to look at the joyous kirtan, but there's no joy in it. What is this? Come in that. That's like that crying school without the crying. See, so people don't know. What does it look like? Somebody who has the real shelter of the Lord. They look solid, man. They got some energy. These guys, go look at the joyous kirtan. They look like a bunch of ghosts they're having. This is that people don't even know what real joy is, I guess. See, the joy of the Lord, it's special, man. The bliss of the Lord, the joy of the Lord. These are words, but not only words for real devotees. You see that they got this. They got this energy. They got this quality. These are transcendental. This is a devotee who has a real show. You want to know what is a pure devotee? Well, they have these qualities. They're transcendental, but parrots can't understand. Those who claim to be pure devotees, because in other words, I'm really, mad at you because, you said you were, or I think you said you were a pure devotee, and I'm really mad. And I want to say this to not try and knock you down, Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. Man, anyway, shelter is it, man. Okay, so, O King Nime, devotees always offer prayers to the Supreme Lord. Yeah, and especially in the effective stage, not just parrot prayers, from their heart, man. Prayers like, Lord, man, I'm offering my prayer to you because you are solid. You are a pillar of strength for me. You're so good. You're beyond good. You know, I get so much from you. That's, realization. Yeah, that's guru. You have somebody that speaks from their own realization and not just parrots. See, and their realization, if you got the real thing, it's checked in the book. Here, here's a checklist right here. Want a checklist? Well, here it is. Yeah. See, uh, yeah. Okay, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Caitanya, is propagating the essence of all religion for the age of Kali. That's another good sign. You want to know what a pure devotee is? They propagate the essence of all religion. If you're lucky, Prabhupada was a pure devotee in Bhaktisiddhanta, but they didn't. Well, they propagated it, but they put emphasis on the rituals because people were just not prepared. That's not the essence of all religion. Is external worship. Ritualistic, blind adherence worship. That's not the essence. The essence is to do two things that the Lord did. That's glorified in the books, is to taste the nectar of God to the point where it tastes like food, man, like substance. You taste it on your tongue. It's solid food. When that's solid like that, oh, now we're talking pure devotee or purified devotee. Because now you're getting really purified when you can taste the name and it's like food. Literally feel enlivened by that. Pure, that's called pure devotional service. That's what we teach here. When you can do that, you become as good as the teacher, the master, the community. That's my whole thing, is to get people to also taste this solid food and not just drink the milk of the rituals and the blind adherence and the parrot quotes. Bring you guys to the point you're tasting this name as solid food, and you can abandon all varieties of religion and its rituals and its blind adherence and its blind quotes. People quoting blindly, acting like scholars, and they don't know what they're talking about. And you got the solid, man. That's it. Solid. Krishna becomes, you have a solid relationship with the Lord, man. There's nothing more solid than this. Your friends in the world will all leave you. They're all going to at least die on you if they don't change their mind about you beforehand. Family, friends, all of that. But this friendship with God is forever, man. That's why you got this here, you got Vrindavan. Yes, I like that word, essence. Essential. What is essence? What is essential? Is exactly what is being taught here. Essence. Let's cut the chaff and all the baloney. Let's stop beating around the bush. I remember I read one guru that people hail as the greatest guru in the world, and he was going to teach Guru Tattva. And I said, well, let me read. He must know. And I read his big, 4-page article, big long pages on the internet of who is a pure devotee. And afterwards, I still didn't understand. I said, where is it? It was beating around the bush, and we still didn't understand. And these are the gurus for people. They can't even tell you what a guru is. They can't show you what a guru is. But boy, they can talk and beat around the bush and speculate and tantalize your mind. And you think, wow, man, this was my mind's all on this. You know what a pure devotee? Yeah, well, it's like this and it's like that. And they're renounced and austere, Nothing about love of God. Pure devotee doesn't, no, that's not the standard. No, it's all this stuff. It's got to be renounced. It's everything that polluted our disciplic succession is what they promote in our discipline. That's why we're starting fresh here, man. Fresh air. You like fresh air there, Lalita? You like the breath of fresh air, man? Well, we have to blow a lot of the smoke out. There's been a lot of smoke screens here in the last 50 years. Yeah. See, accompanied by his associates, the Lord appeared in Kali Yuga simply to establish the religious practice of congregational chanting. And like really, man, why not let's get to the essence of that? What is that? Who's doing that, man? Who's doing the real congregational chanting? Well, all you got to start with one prema bhakta. One devotee chants the holy name with great ecstatic devotion. And you just rally around them. Now we got some good sankirtan going there. Now we got some real purification going. Now we got some Madhyam Bhaktas going to pop up who actually have real love of God awakened because they've been getting purified. Otherwise, we got nothing but the ISKCON flock and the Gaudiya Math and Gaudiya Samiti. They're all talking, pure devotee, and doing their rituals and everything. And then you see their sankirtans are like, they barely got any energy in their body. No joy on their faces. Do you ever see, I'd rather go and look at Christians who have got the Holy Spirit. You ever see them chant? And pray to the Lord with heartfelt, tears streaming down their eyes. You ever seen that? I've seen more of that. Where do you see that in Vaishnavism? Nowhere to be seen. Because it's still dead in the modes. People, they don't know the glorious books they want. So Sankirtan starts with hearing. See, Shravanam, hearing from a real person empowered by that spiritual potency. You get purified. This is the essence. Otherwise, these guys spend their whole lives, 40, 50 years, in this weak state, and they die in the weak state simply because they didn't hear the essence of what I just spoke in the last 30 seconds. And you know, I've done thousands of these 30-second bombshell quotes, thousands of videos full of them. And they spend 40 years, 50 years, and don't understand any of these things that we speak about in 30 seconds, 10 seconds sometimes. That's how powerful it is when you find the real essential Sankirtan movement, where there's prema bhaktas developing. We got prema bhaktas here, man. Yeah. Words of power, man. Words that revolutionize people's lives. You know, Christians here don't have to say whether they're pure devotees or not. Just see what acts. See what works here. See what is accomplished here. See what the Lord is accomplishing here. See if the Lord is blessing this Sangha and these persons here. Huh. That person doesn't have to, I'm a pure devotee, or get these people to allude, oh, well, he's such a pure devotee. Yeah, what is the Lord doing? I know, what has he done? You know, they do this in Vaishnavism. Oh, what have you done for Prabhupada? What have all these, how many toilets have you cleaned? Or how many disciples have you taken? All this external thing. I know, I want to know, what has the Lord done for you and your disciples? Can I see the fruits of God's work in them and you? First you, and then we'll see them. But I don't even see it in the gurus, therefore I don't see it in their disciples. It's all a big show. There's always, we all talked about that. It was happening back then, and they were preaching like this now. What you read in the book, they called it show bottle. Prabhupada even called it show bottle devotees, just putting on a big friggin' show. And they're still putting on the show. And nobody can point out the emperor has no clothes except Gohari and his friends here. Substance, man. That's the essence. Hey, the essence, what is Sankirtan? You want to know the essence and save you 40 more years or 40 more lifetimes? Come and associate with real devotees who have real devotion and do your Sankirtan there and make some real advancement and get some real strength instead of going your whole life with these floppy arms who have no life in them playing your mridanga. Really, and it's not surprising. You know, nobody's teaching real Krishna consciousness I've seen properly. Just get people, see, the essence is to get people around, real devotees who are empowered by the spiritual potency. Isn't that the essence? That's here. That's the essence. There's where the life is flowing, man. And nowhere else. Everywhere Maya's life is flowing, and that's not life at all. It's death. She's death. The modes are dead. They're blindness. It causes blindness. It causes weakness. And that's why it ultimately results in physical death. So the Lord, here the devotees are living and living and living and living. Life is born of more life. Give and we give more and get more and give more and get more. See, this is what Jesus was preaching. Give and it shall be given out. But you got to have something to give. You got a loaf of bread to give. You got a loaf of this transcendental bread to give. You got some truth, man, that you mind in the mind of Radha's love for Krishna. You got some of these gold nuggets called the absolute truth, conclusive understanding. Got a few nuggets for your disciples out there, or you got a few parroted phrases from the Vedas you don't understand. This is why I like reading Prabhupada's books, because they were written by somebody who understood what he was writing. And you get that. But most people, they don't still get it because they need somebody who already is getting it. See, Bhaktisiddhanta said to the disciples of Bhaktivinoda, because he saw they were also so neophyte, he said, listen, you should hear my father's books through me. I mean, you think that's ego? No, it's just truth. They should. And Prabhupada said the same thing. He said, actually, my guru wrote all his work for me. He didn't say for these others, because he saw the same thing. Blind guides. Big ritualistic guys with big false egos of envy, jealousy, and pride, which they showed in religion. How you know is you got the real empowered devotee like Prabhupada, and you see how people react to him. But most people can't see because they're blinded also. Most of Prabhupada's, leaders who became gurus, they couldn't see. They couldn't see. They didn't have the shelter. They became gurus. You know how? They didn't have the solidness that Prabhupada had. He was solid in his guru, sadhu, and shastra, man, and love of Krishna. He was solid in that. He didn't need to be run to the God brothers to get their friggin' advice that Prabhupada wouldn't even take. That's why there's weakness still, because that's the kind of disciplic line you got, a very weak line with weak persons. I had to figure this out, man, because as soon as you accept what is weak as strength, you become weak also. You've been tricked by Maya. It happened to me, man. I know. This is part of the lesson, part of the learning. We all took in shelter of the ISKCON. I took shelter of an ISKCON guru and became weak as can be. I know what that is. I took shelter in Narayan Raj and also became weak. Didn't get the strength I was looking for. Took shelter of the Radhakund Babaji's, again, weakness. Didn't find the strength I was looking for. I had it from the very beginning. I had it in Jesus. I just got the book Glorifying a Real Devotee, truly by a real devotee like St. John, and boom, man, I learned the secret right there. Now I appreciate it. I got it from Prabhupada's books, man. I really learned the strength, man. I realized I had it from the beginning. And all these guys, all they did was get in the way. Great lesson. Thank you. I'm not bitter. I'm not resentful. Thank you very much, Narayan Maharaj. Thank you very much, Tamal Krishna. I'll tell you personally. Thank you very much, Anantadas Babaji. Thank you very much, all of you. Because now I know what real strength is. Now I know what real bhakti is. Now I know why, people didn't understand it and they wanted to throw Lord Caitanya in the Ganga and drown him because he was an ecstatic devotee. Now I know why Radhanath didn't like my ecstasy or Narayan Raj didn't acknowledge this ecstatic worship. Now I know that's how rare it is. But look at the proof that the Lord is doing. Because you guys have listened to this so-called crazy guy, and look at the energy you're getting. Look at the life you're getting. It was the same thing when this is here. It's always rare. When Jesus was here bringing this energy in, this kind of energy, it was rare. But those who got it, they were different, weren't they? You guys are different, aren't you? It's always like that. Lord Chaitanya's followers were also different. More powerful, more awakened, more conscious, more intelligent, more strong in the truth. See? Yeah, we do different here, man, because it's the real deal that I didn't see in any of those sanghas I took shelter of. So that's a lesson for you guys, man. Yeah. You still believe, Narayan, he's a successor of Prabhupada and he's so great and everything. Well, where's your strength to prove it, man? Where's your realization to prove it? Where's your ecstasy to prove it? Where's your ecstatic, extraordinary bliss to prove it? Yeah. I prove my case right here every day and with my students also. We prove this is the real deal above all deals out there. I don't think those deals are as good as this deal. Right, Lolita? This deal is the best deal. Show me a better deal. Is Radhanath giving you a better deal, better ecstasy? To me, the deal is where's the ecstasy, man? Where's the ecstatic worship? Where that agrees with the conclusions in the book? Where's the choking up because Krishna is so fantastically wonderful, and your love is so intense for him. You found true love. Where's that experience? I haven't seen it anywhere. Oh, it's so secret that we can't show it, and we'll never show it, and therefore nobody ever gets it because you ain't got it anyway. Just bluff. Pair of deuces. That's what I see. Prove me wrong. Nobody does, right? Nobody proves me. Prove that. Come here, chant with us, all of you. Come and chant with us. It's nice to have Prem Paroshana. Why don't you come here? Everybody's saying you're a pure devotee and you're the greatest guru and all. Come on over here, let's chant. Let's chant with us. Man, I'll become your disciple, man. Just show me how ecstatically intimate you are with Krishna, man. I'll go and kiss your feet. Right now I only see like persons like Lalita, you know? Show me. Show us. It's time, man. This is what do they call the apocalypse? The great tribulation. To make you tremble, man. You come here, you'll start trembling. I don't need to go anywhere because I found. Yeah, yeah, me too. I mean, that's the way I feel, man. I don't need to go anywhere. I had this one lady. She's came up to me. She's trying to start a yoga thing. She said, "Come to my yoga class." I said, "Well, I'm kind of busy. In other words, people they want you to go." I said, "Look, I'm kind of busy. Teacher. I got my own activities." Mm. Hey, we're doing good today. We're 17 people came, man. Maybe some of them are just trying to spies. They want to look at what is this guy saying today? He's so controversial. Let's see what he's saying today. Yeah, I can't believe we got 17 believers here, man. How can you believe this stuff? It's intense, man. It goes against everybody. Attacking every nook and cranny of Maya here, man, which people believe in. Attacking everybody's belief. Govinda Das. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, Govinda. That's our Govinda. Yeah, yeah. Was crying, crying, crying. So powerful today. Feeling deep happiness of Prabhupada body trembling. You know why, Claude? If you still hear any doubters because of others out of suffering getting Guru Tattva. Yeah, I tell you, that's the proof. I mean, that's what keeps disciples here. You're not here because I'm manipulating you or you're blindly believing anything. God is showing you something from inside your own heart. It's exactly like Jesus said. When you find the real guru, he said, "What I have done, all men must do." That means you must be the real guru if you're going to do something substantial. Are you a true vine? Are you a true branch on God's tree, His transcendental tree? Because if you are, you'll activate that gardener in people, and they'll have these kind of testimonies. If not, you're like these other guys that have nothing to say and their disciples have nothing to say because it's just a dead religion at that point. We come to give life to religion, give life to Vaishnavism. Otherwise, there's no life. It's just a bunch of rituals, man, and these people with no life in them. And people think, oh, there's a joyous kirtan without the joy. There's all these names. Yeah, just believe it, man. This is joy. This is what joy looks like. No, joy doesn't look like that. Except you got to see devotees communing with God. Now you're getting the joy of the Lord. The joy of the Lord is shown from a devotee, showing that they're real. They're a real pure devotee because they're in that pure nectar of God. They're like a bee in that flower, man, and they are qualified bee, to collect that nectar. Now we're talking some joyous kirtan. See, that's it. People read the Vedas and they don't feel them, and they don't taste them, they don't relish them. So, according to the Lord's desire, his eternal associates appeared before him, taking birth in human society. Ananta Shesh, Shiva, Brahma, the sages, and other associates of the Lord all took birth as highly elevated pure Vaishnava devotees, known as Bhagavats. Remember, I told you this stuff is so deep and so high that somebody has to be sent to start it, even after the Lord disappears. Because very quickly, you see, very quickly, the infiltrators come and they pollute the disciplic lines. They start teaching. You see, the lines are started with Lord Caitanya, or say like Jesus Christ. The people, they got the results of this association, this love devotion. The same thing that Jesus had, that Lord Caitanya had, their real followers get. See? That's the real line. It's there, it's intact. See? And when they leave the disciples while they're here, who have received that mercy, and when the Lord comes, he brings his elevated devotees. So they leave, they're here, and so the energy is here, the purity is here. But as soon as it starts to get infiltrated by people who have different mentalities, materialistic, they say, ooh, there's power here. See, as soon as you do that, as soon as you, because they can sense it. People like that, I've had people come in here, they could sense the power here. And they're crafty, intelligent. See, they got a little more, and they like to control. They like to manipulate. They're addicted to that. They want to be important. See, they're not really purified. That's why it's so severe here, the purification. If you do name and fame and you do a class and everything, and somebody doesn't come that you want, and you go, well, why you need to come? Don't you like my class? Well, you should be thinking, does Krishna like my class? And you'll know that. See, that's where the purification is. That's why you get put through that. That's just Krishna. He's helping you in that way, making you so this comes up and out of you. Otherwise, if you cultivate that to weed with your devotional service, you might end up cultivating the weed more, and you want more name and fame and all that stuff. Okay? Name and fame. And then the weed overruns, and then you have a polluted disciplic line. That's why here, that's why if you refuse to go through the purification, the Lord will say, well, go out and go live that one out. Go ahead, Mahavir, go live that out. Be a big teacher and a recluse. Go ahead, Meena, go out and be a big teacher. Go get your little followers. Teach the little Vaides, associate with Vaides. Oh yeah, go instruct your guru. Yeah, go out there. You want to be as good as your guru, right? Go out there. Yeah. Hey, so that's the thing. So people, they got to live it out. Whatever. What are you going to do? Everybody's got their path, right? I also, whatever I got to live out, I got to live out. So everybody's got to live out whatever they got. It's part of the lesson, life lesson. But the beautiful thing here is the Lord has given himself. He's given us this understanding of who he is, really is. And we're not forgetting. Some of these guys who leave here, they forget. That's the problem. They didn't get strong enough in this. See, and the weeds overwhelm and they forget. They go into forgetfulness. Here, we know. See, if you stick here, you'll be very clear what is real. If you got some bullshit going on, something like inside, you know it too, right? It's clear. I got this little attachment, this bullshit thing. I want this. I want, But Lord, you're going to deal with this. And he does. He gets us there. Just stay in the circle of influence, and then all will be well. Lord Krishna knew everyone's position and identity. Most of them took birth in Navadvip, yet some of them were in Chattagram, Radhadesh, and Srihata, and still others in Orissa. All these associates appeared in different places, but everyone met in Navadvip by the arrangement of the Lord. Just like now. See, once everybody met in Navadvip when the Lord began to express his truth publicly. Just like now. We're all going to meet again because ecstatic love is being preached in a solid way. You'll see people, the real sincere persons who have been looking for this, who are just of this caliber, that really want this, the sincere people, they'll just come one by one, just like they did back then. Why? Because it's the same pastime. The Lord is here also, like he was there then. There are many people taking birth, obviously, because they want to do the final thing, and participate in this. So many people be delivered. You see, you think it's by chance we're born at this time, right when the whole world is cracking up? See, this is so there can be some cracks. You need to crack up, literally. Crack it up. It has to be cracked, not for this new world order that these demons envision. What kind, who are they? We're all inside the Lord. This is all his deal. And he always wants something more beautiful for the world, doesn't he? Why wouldn't he? He doesn't like suffering. But suffering may need to be there. It's part of the purification for people. So if you need to suffer, you'll be suffering. It's just how it is. And it'll all, especially when you get more advanced, you see, oh, whatever suffering I got is the Lord's will to purify me. Now that's a kind of a pure, when you start thinking like that, you see everything as a lesson. Even Maria thinks like that. Yeah, that's why people think like that, or that's high qualification. They see that the God and destiny. They may not even use the word God. They just see this is a test. This is, they speak in those kind of terms. This is a lesson for my spiritual growth. So, Srivas Pandit, Sriman Pandit, Chandrasekhar are personalities worshipped in all the three worlds. You notice who comes here. You notice how quickly they get purified. You notice how ecstatic they become. You think this is by chance. This is a great boon for ISKCON and Gaudiya Me, Gaudiya Ma. This is very humbling, which they need. A lot of times they got still this arrogance, man. They got to see, wow, these people have the mercy of the Lord. If people come and say simply this, when their eyes are a little bit opened by the mercy of the Lord, and say, wow, look at these devotees here in this Lord Chaitanya's grace place. It really is Lord Chaitanya's grace place. Because it really is. And when they just do that, they will make spontaneous spiritual advancement. They will get the gift. See, this is a gift here. You devotees are a gift to the world. If they're going to be delivered, it's going to be because of you and those like you. If you don't carry this true God potency in you, nobody gets delivered. You could be a Christian, and when you carry Christ in you, you will help deliver people. And only you can do it. You have to have God's transcendental potency. Whatever you call it, Holy Spirit or Bhakti Devi, you got to have that. Or an American Indian, if you have that great spirit working through you, you'll know what it is. It's special. It's always special. Krishna is special. The true God is so special. And people get special mercy when you're around those who have that special mercy. The Lord speaks the language, all languages, and that happens here. You see people They're coming from different places. They come from ISKCON. They come from the world. You'll see gradually people coming from different places because they hear this language. Even though I'm speaking English, there's something they hear the language in the heart. They feel it. I've always been like that. I can feel it from a Muslim. I can feel it from the Bible. I could feel it from the prophets how they express themselves. See, expressing. You know, that's why you're going to see so much love of God being promoted here and actually activated here because it's being an expression without fear, without worry. What are the people thinking about us? Well, good. Think about us. That's your good fortune, man. Come see what's going on here. Check it out. Find some faults with what we're doing. No problem. I like fault finders. Give me something to talk about. Right? Hecklers. Even in Christians, they know that they like the hecklers, man. Hecklers give them something to preach about. Yeah. So Sri Murari Gupta can cure the disease of material entanglement. And that's what we do. This is called soul winning, man. Here you got real soul winners. We win your soul back to the spirit world. Not take you incrementally in steps. Well, I'll win you back to the rules, man, and the rituals. Okay, that's fine. Step aside, we'll take over from here. Enough of that now. Come on, step aside. We'll take over here. See, we're here to cure the disease of birth and death, of material entanglement, right? You see, you come here, you get very unentangled very easily. But you got to be with people who are unentangled. You know, I'm unentangled to the extent I'm unentangled because I'm tangling with that Lord. I call him out every day. I tangle with him, man. Tango. You gotta dance with the Lord, man. You dance with the Lord, you got everything, man. That's all I'm here to teach. How to dance to the Lord. I'm a dance teacher. That's a new hat. Do you know that? Lolita, she's a real good student, man. She knows how to dance with the Lord. Whoever else is dancing with the Lord, any ecstatic devotee here, you dancing? Oh, good. You'll teach others how to dance. Nobody else can do that. It's not enough to have a big title and a big following. Can you dance? That's what we want to see. Can you dance with Krishna? Are you in your relationship with Krishna? Are you you got the love of God in you, and the love of Radha? Then you'll be a great dancer. Words will blossom out of your mouth, or beautiful songs or poetry, glorifications. What you give us is the deepest life in the world. Nobody gives deeper life, love, and knowledge. Isn't that what it's all about, Lalita? Life, love, and knowledge. Oh, let me tell you, so juicy. You're so amazing. How did I get your association, man? How am I so fortunate? Not only, all of you, man. You're all, thank you so much for your association, man. I want to be with you all forever. And I know that'll happen. Look at Tom. Tom's so cute. And he's a real cutie. Oh, my other girlfriend is here. Ah, there she is. Patiently waiting yesterday and didn't get any bread. No bread yesterday.
You disappointed me yesterday.
Yeah. Well, Maria was busy and I was busy
Yeah,
too.
it's okay. It's okay.
I was.
No,
That's good if you're disappointed by the devotee because you're not getting it. Krishna disappoints me sometimes too. You know, sometimes he's hard. He just says, "I'm not coming today." I
Huh?
say, I have to argue with him. I say, "You better come today, man. Otherwise, I can't
Of
do
course, he
anything."
has to come.
Yeah. If he doesn't come, there's no show. I can't do this show alone. We got.
No, no.
We need both. We need Radha and Krishna to come. They're the ones.
Yeah. Every day you think I have a show. I have a show, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay. I love
It's
you.
yeah. Okay, what you give a okay, we got that. Amy Rose said, manipulate for what? Every single day you do this beautiful service for us. Yeah. For anyone who would like to partake. Yes. You don't judge, you accept everyone and enrich lives of everyone. What a jewel, huh? Amy is such a jewel. Yeah. So what a heart. Can you see her heart? Unbelievable. She really attracts Krishna. She attracts devotees.
Yeah, Amy's so special. She sent a special card for my husband's birthday. It was thank you so much. Yeah, she yeah, it was very special.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, from a third world country. No, she sent such a beautiful design. Yeah, it was nice. Thank you, Amy. Love you,
Yeah,
Amy.
yeah. You see, I'm a slacker, man. You know, I don't do these practical things so well. You know, sending
Shame on
cards and
you.
all that stuff. I know it's terrible. That's why I have secretaries. I got Janaki and Mary Sachi. They're my secretaries for cards. You want cards? Go to them. They'll send you my card. They send cards for me to my brothers and you know all that stuff. You know, every
Mary said she sent a card from America.
she did.
Yeah,
Yeah. Did she sign my
she
name to
sent
it?
she sent such a beautiful card.
So,
Before
okay,
I
that
sent
that
the
was
card.
that was from me also.
Yeah. No, 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 no. Don't believe it.
Hey man, I'm
No,
secretary.
no, 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 no. You're a lazy fucker, you know? No, no, no,
Yeah,
no, no.
I'm a lazy effer.
Yeah, yeah.
But I have an excuse. I'm in Mexico. Everything's a bit harder here.
Huh, I don't believe it. But
First
it's
time in
okay.
my yeah, yeah,
It's okay.
yeah. Yeah, I gotta have some faults, man. Yeah, you know, if you don't have any faults, man, you're not human. So
You
first
have
time
more
in
faults than me. Oh,
exactly.
no.
First time in life, I just felt desire to dance with you in Navadweep before I couldn't imagine the spiritual world and give up what I know here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd like, oh boy, yes. Save that dance there. I want to dance with Shama Sundari. Oh, yeah, that'll be fantastic. Let us dance Shama Sundari together in Navadweep.
And I can drum.
She'll drum. We'll get a drummer behind us. Lalita will sing. She's got a great voice.
But Lalita has some defaults. She is ugly, she has no knowledge, and she has red hot lips.
That's right. Red hot lips, man. Those are the biggest fault of all, eh?
Uh,
Govinda, very stoned today on Prema Bhakti, organic, natural. You know it. Put in the pot, 90% meltdown. Yeah, exactly. Replying to Govinda, nice. For once I'm stoned. I'm for once not stoned at all. Okay. Every step a dance, every word a song. Love when Krishna is entering. Yeah. Oh, Gurudev, you are so cute and lovely. We will all stay together forever.
no,
Yeah.
he must be drunk. He,
Yes. Yeah, we get nice people, and Maria. Oh, she's so amazing. So also a really pure heart, just sincere as it's amazing. It's amazing
I'm waiting
people.
for a friend request from Maria.
Oh,
Yeah, I
why
cannot
don't you?
find her, so she has to
Oh, yeah.
send me a friend request.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So send her a friend request. Hmm. Okay. Uh, the village. The village of Ekachakra is in the Radhadesh district of Bengal. The Supreme Lord Nityananda made his appearance there. Nityananda is factually the Supreme Father of all living entities. But to show mercy upon Hadai Pandit, a Brahmin and a pure devotee, he took birth as his son. And that's what you get here. When you're with a real devotee, the Lord takes birth in you, in your heart, just like that. The Lord externally took birth as his son. See? But you don't have to wait for the Lord to come here again. You in sadhu sangha like this, the Lord takes birth in your heart. See? And now you do just like Hadi Pandit was always looking at Nityananda and didn't want to leave his association and always was purified in the association of always had Nityananda before him, always wanted to see him. You become like that with Krishna's name, with his pastime. You're always looking for the Lord. See? Because with being with the Lord, the blissful Lord, is such great happiness.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm looking at my husband. He was in France 2 days ago, in Germany yesterday, and now he's sleeping in the garden. He needs some rest.
Good.
And he's listening to you, and now he's looking at me. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay,
He's,
good, good,
wait,
good.
I go to
All
him.
right, settle down, Roddy. Roddy, just settle down. Time for you to settle down. Okay.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hey, Francis. Good.
Hare Krishna. Maharaj.
Hey,
Hare Krishna.
Haribo. Yeah. Take a
Yeah.
good rest and take a good rest. And so you
Thank
put
you.
bread on the table. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
How are you doing there,
Thank
Francis?
you. Yes.
How's it
I'm all right. All right here. Yes. The moment resting for after driving. See. Yes.
going? Yeah, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So rest on. Take it easy.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
we're gonna go back here.
Haribo. Hare Krishna. Hare
Haribo.
Krishna. Voilà. That's it.
He took birth as his son, Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda is an ocean of mercy, the shelter of all the Vaishnava devotees, and the giver of devotion. See, so our lines start with Nityananda, and that's how you get this devotion. You have to be in the real line. This is what people don't know. Here's conclusive truth right here. See, the giver of devotion. If you're in the real line, it goes all the way back to Nityananda, and Nityananda empowers you to give this devotion to others. This is what Vaishnavas don't understand. They accept a pure devotee or a real guru, without this standard. If they can't give you love of God or really help you make progress, they're not in the real line yet. They could be well intentioned. They could be surrendered to Krishna and surrender to Prabhupada and do all these things. But ultimately, you got to become conclusive. See, this is conclusive. You need to have the shiksha to the point where love of God awakens in you. Okay? That means you need the real guru, not just teaching you rules and regulations and Vaidhi Bhakti, but teaching you the essence of devotional service. Why Lord Caitanya came here, what his real esoteric teachings are, which is simply this. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand this. You just got to hear it. People, because they haven't heard it properly, they don't understand it. You got to hear it from a person where real devotion is flowing from. They're in the real line, and they'll just tell you that, whether in some lifetime, you're going to have to come in the real line. You're going to have to be like a Madhavinda Puri. No, like you have to become like a disciple of a Madhavinda Puri, who Krishna came to him and said, because of your ecstatic devotion, he got it from another life. He didn't get it in this life. It awakened spontaneously. And because of your ecstatic devotion, therefore, Krishna said, I'm going to appear and deliver others. And that appearance is that giver of devotion. You get devotion. Yeah. Oh, nice picture. Who's that guy? Yeah. So you're going to get, devotion. Getting distracted. Ronnie, can you settle down or something? Moving around too much. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's the way it is. And so Madhavinda Puri had that bhakti. It was proven when this chanting in ecstatic love, Krishna appeared and said, because of that, I'm going to appear and deliver others. You notice I had the same thing. Krishna appeared to my second disciple and said, because of your guru, I'm appearing to you. So he appeared. Isn't that so funny? It's just showing that this is really real. This is true. And then Prabhupada comes and gives his approval. And to prove that it's not a dream or some crazy thing, it's happening in real life. Krishna is appearing in your hearts because this is bona fide. If it's not bona fide, and if I'm going preaching like Raganuga Bhakti, say like Narayan Raj or the Radhakund Baba, we're Radhakund Baba, we're Raganuga Bhaktas, we're Rupa, followers of Rupa, right? That's what they say. But where is the ecstasy of Rupa? I think only here in devotees like Lalita. See, people don't think straight. See, we're Raganuga Bhaktas, but no Raganuga, no spontaneous love manifesting. And they say, well, yeah, we've got it, but I'm sorry, we're Raganuga Bhaktas. Well, let me just Radhe, but no exuding and emanating the ecstatic devotion. No showing that that this important to spread it. How can I be a spontaneous devotee in a Raganuga Bhakta and teaching Raganuga Bhakti if I don't do what Lord Caitanya did? If I don't relish publicly and teach how glorious it is, and you should have no shame, like he had no shame. He wasn't ashamed of worshiping Krishna. It is the greatest thing in the world. That's how you get the gift. If you don't see this, you don't know what is important in life. You won't even desire it. And that's why you see in proof in the Radhakund Babajis and the Narayan Raj group, they don't desire this. Because if they had the real thing, why wouldn't they desire this? Why wouldn't they want to be around desirable people? I don't want to even be around them because I don't see this. I want to be around you because I see this. I'm going to prove this is the real thing. If I have to just hammer it down, shove it down their throats, they're going to see this is the real thing now. Force feed these little birds. You ever see a little bird Stick it in their mouth. Mother puts the food in their mouth. I don't want to eat it. Boom. The spinach. Eat your spinach. Get strong. Yeah, so it's the friend request is Rade. Rade. Make sure you get Shamaguri and Shamasundari on your friend list too. And whoever else, Sim, whoever else is here. I think she has a lot of people on her friend. She already did a lot of that. Yeah. So he appeared in the district of Radhadesh, expressing their happiness at the appearance of Lord Nityananda. The demigods made joyous sounds and showered flowers. See, the demigods know when this is here, this kind of stuff. It's very special. As I was reading, I was remembering when I first, had this opening, this awakening, I felt like this. There was like from the heavens was like joyous stuff going on. It was amazing. It was powerful for 3 weeks. It was just like opened up to that. It's great. Because look, people being delivered. Man, this is amazing. Just delivering one soul out of illusion is so fantastic, man. Much less, here we're developing a Krishna baby factory, cranking them out. From the time of Nityananda's appearance, the Radhadesh district grew increasingly prosperous day by day. And that's how it is. When you get this present, this Bhakti Lata Bij, the inclination to chant, you're going to see your life becomes better and better and better, more and more auspiciousness. It's amazing. It's amazing how this is. The protection, the purification, the happiness. I think even Maria's starting to find this out. Even in an apartment may have she just was walking around and she was needed an apartment, and somebody just came right up to her and said, "You need a place, are you to live?" And, like out of the blue, and things are working out now since she's connected with Krishna. It's supposed to be that way, because if you got the real deal, it should be auspicious. Sri Paramananda Puri. See, and so this is so important. From the time Nityananda's appearance, the Radhadesh district grew increasingly prosperous day by day. This is the secret of sadhu sangha. This is why our devotional life is growing, and even our physical lives, even our happiness in this world is growing, prosperous, because we keep Krishna here. You notice we don't let him go. We don't let Radha go. We know this is the source they are the source of all auspiciousness. They're so happy to be with us because they know without us, without them, our lives are going to be inauspicious. And that's the whole world. The world doesn't know the benedictions you can get by drawing in the Lord's presence. That's why you need the pure devotee. You need the purified devotee. You need the devotee that calls the Lord, and the Lord actually comes and they can commune with the Lord and brings them out of the wafer stage, the wafer and grape juice stage. That's what we got in Vaishnavism. It's just wafer and grape juice. Oh yeah, come and come and get darshan of the deity. And it's still looking like a stone. Or you superimpose your material feelings on the deity. Okay, that's all right. Hey, but here, this will awaken your spontaneous, ecstatic devotion. It's different than any kind of other feeling. It's transformed. It's pure love, pure feeling, pure everything. See? Needs to be awakened by where the real representatives of Nityananda are. See? And you hold to that, and all of a sudden your life just becomes wonderful. Now you know the secret of life. Nityananda and Lord Caitanya in Radha and Krishna. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Sri Paramananda Puri was Lord Chaitanya's close associate in Nilachal. Appeared in Tirhut in Mitra, Bihar. When the lands of the banks of the when the lands on the banks of the Mother Ganga are all places of pilgrimage, why did the Vaishnava devotees appear in impious lands? Okay? Chaitanya himself descended on the banks of the Mother Ganga. So why did his eternal associates appear in faraway places? Okay? There's a very important thing. And so anyway, I'll just tell you, um, because they're so powerful, you cannot pollute a devotee who has the protection of the Lord. They may be covered, because of being here, like you take covers, but that covering comes off very fast when in touch with devotional service. See? So he sends them to impious lands because whoever associates with those devotees, that's a symptom of compassion. To send a real devotee who knows the Lord truly to an impious place, because then those people get the association or get purified, where otherwise there's no chance. Not really. Without it, devotees are the only auspicious persons in the world. Really, I mean, honestly, I'm not exaggerating. If you're just a demigod, you're not really auspicious yet. You could be a good person. You're not really auspicious yet. This is a whole nother level of auspiciousness. This is why when you get it, you see this. What is here is different than everything. Different than the auspicious you get from being a good person, from building hospitals, for feeding the hungry. If you've done that and the Lord is merciful to you, like he was to that centurion who was like that, he'll send you his empowered devotees who have this Holy Spirit, and you'll get a real holy experience that you can't do by being just a goody two-shoes. It's not enough. You see the brahmachari? He was thrown out of Lord Chaitanya's kirtan. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Goody Two Shoes. Oh, you don't hurt animals. You don't even eat vegetables. You don't want to even hurt a little vegetable. Oh, you're still not qualified. Get him out of my kirtan. Oh, no sex all your life. Sorry, man, you're not qualified for this. See, there's a holiness beyond all of this, and no one knows practically what it is. People think holy in Vaishnavism, well, this is a holy person. Look how austere he is. Look how many rules he follows. Look how big of a Brahmin he is. Oh, he's certainly holy. And I'll just tell them what St. Paul told the Pharisees. Your so-called holiness is like filthy rags before my Lord. You'll never get pure enough to be able to stand before my Lord unless you get his mercy. That's why here you could be a goody two-shoes. You could never have hurt anything, never ate meat or anything like that. And a person comes eating beef or whatever they do, they come also. If their heart is the same as yours, sincere, you'll get the same love. No difference. The same love in your own individual relationship with God, and you'll both be very happy. What you didn't know and what you'll teach the world is just be in the right place. everything. You know, the Lord, if you could meet the Lord by meeting his devotees, he meets you as you are. And that's great glory. Then you don't judge anybody. Why would you judge them? Oh, if a person comes here and they're a beef eater, I think, oh, hey, come and listen, man. Oh, don't, just do what your regular thing is. Yeah, I'm not going to say you can't worship Krishna because you're a beef eater. I ain't going to say that. No, why should I say that? Just come in here and get purified. And just between you and God, it'll be. But you know what? The God, whether you eat the meat or not, the Lord will be with you and you'll feel that relationship forever. He won't leave you. He won't judge you either. And if you're ready to give that up, or it's for you to give that up, you just do it. People don't know what real Krishna consciousness is. They're too busy trying to be good enough for God. You'll never be good enough for God. You can't do enough good deeds to attain the Lord that I got. But you come in this line very easily, as you are. Do you ever ask me what you eat? What you don't eat? Do I ask you, have you followed this rule or that rule? Did you do ecodicity? And yet, look at the shelter you guys have. Uncommon shelter. So I'm here to teach the essence. I mean, I'll tell you, you vegetarians need some humbleness out there. These Vaishnava devotees. You know how they judge Christians often because they eat meat, And that Christian, I've met many Christians who eat meat, but boy, do they have a heart of gold. There's something different. Otherwise, it's all external. I'm done with it. I'm not teaching externals, man. You've got a Nityananda type here, man. Avadut, man. Doesn't he see? Read the Facebook description. Avadut. I'm here to teach what Nityananda taught. I'm here to claim who Nityananda claimed. He claimed anybody would just fall down before his preaching, fall down before his ecstasy. That's what I represent here. That person. And this, if you're too pure out there because you don't eat this and that, and you're a big heavy fault finder of Christians who do, well, you won't make it here. You ain't qualified enough here. You're too attached to your bullshit ideas. See? My Lord is forgiving everybody. If you just come and associate with those who've gotten his real mercy, oh, you get the gift. Isn't that fantastic? Where do you hear preaching like this? Where do you see powerful preaching like this manifest? Where not only is it just a word, man, it's an experience of God, the true Lord. It says it. This is, if the mercy is here, this is its style. That was its style, Nityananda style. He didn't judge did you eat this or not. He just gave you love of Krishna, devotion to Krishna. And we do the same thing. I can't be above my master. I want to do what he did. Follow in his footsteps. Don't judge anybody. Just, if you come here, all judgments are null and void. But if you don't understand bhakti, I'm going to judge things as they are, just for your benefit, so you get rid of the bullshit things you believe in. The bullshit ideas, the things that don't really give you love of Krishna. Sometimes there's some baggage. Oh, yeah, we do a lot of judging then. I judge, this is not God. Okay? That's how I judge. This is God. Okay? This is very simple. I need to judge. Judgment, we have to make a just judgment. Like Jesus said, my judgment is just. We have to have just judgments. This person is not a real, bona fide spiritual master of the caliber that we need to be delivered. That judgment is just. How do you know? Well, let's look in the book. Does Radhanath have ecstatic love? Yes or no? Does he have the symptoms of ecstatic devotion? Yes or no? How about any of the gurus? Do they? So I mean, I don't have to, speculate. If they do, then they're bona fide. If they don't, then they're not. But no, I haven't seen any public showing that they're really bona. I mean, I want a real guru. Hey, man, I don't know about you guys out there in ISKCON and Gaudismiti. I'm coming to Krishna because I want Krishna. And there's only Krishna's devotee who can give it to me. I don't want to waste my time. So are you Krishna's devotee out there? Can I see the symptoms of Krishna's devotee out there? And not even one of you impressed me except Prabhupada's book. In the Narayan Raj, I spent a year and a half looking around who's gotten the real mercy of Lord Caitanya through Narayan Raj. Not even one I saw. To be honest, I'm just telling you the truth. You don't like it? Too bad. It's my experience. I was in Anantadas Babaji's thing, looking around there, his best disciple. I looked and I thought, that's not it. You guys sitting on a palanquin, man. And they're all. And even my ex-wife thinks that's why she's like it is. None of them can't get real love of God from none of them. She got it here and she forgot. Got crooked. Lost the real path. Anyway, good lesson for her. She'll get back on someday. This life or another life. Yeah. We judge that. I got to judge it, man, because you judge it as just. You judge it as pure. Sorry, man, I'm judging it like it is. And only the ones who have deep ecstatic love, worshiping the Lord for a long time in ecstasy, have proper judgment for the welfare of the world. You need to hear their distinctions. Because many people believe in those distinctions as worshipable, and they're doing idol worship, and they get nowhere. They die on the Vaidhi platform because their gurus are on the Vaidhi platform and are mundane. You're mundane until ecstatic devotion. You're a neophyte unless love of God awakens. Hey, man, I'm sorry, man. That's the standard of these books. Madhyamadikari means love of God has awakened in you. That's what the standard book says. Not really if you get a thread and you study the Vedas, you're Madhyamadikari. No, neophytes. That's neophyte. No, when love of God awakens in your heart, because you're with a real devotee who has real bhakti, now you've a Madhyamadikari. Where are some of those? I couldn't find any in any of the groups. I didn't see any real, what I would say, authentic love of Krishna. And as I always say, prove me wrong. Come and show us that you've got something, that you're not a bullshitter and a liar. Show us that you don't really represent Maya. Is that a fair deal? Is that fair? To see that, people are coming to Krishna now. They want Krishna, don't they? They should get Krishna. Why? Because Krishna is available now. So let's clear the air. Let's clear away the bullshit. Let's show people where the path is so that they can get Krishna. Why should it be so many lifetimes? Did the Lord really want that? Did he come so it'd be so many lifetimes like that preaching of Narayan Raj? So many lifetimes before people get Krishna? Did Lord Caitanya come to do that? Or should we clear the air of that? Let's just clear that idea out of the way. Huh? Let's get that idea out of the way because it's not true. Not now. Maybe it was true when he was preaching because you believe that. Why don't you come here and come to believe this, that you can get it in this lifetime? Because it's a fact. People are getting it in this lifetime. The symptoms in this little Sangha here are not in the Narayan Raj Sangha. Not even one person, not even one of their fantastic gurus has I mean, I haven't seen it. And they won't seem to prove me wrong. I even have some on my friends list. They must be coming across these lectures. And if they're not paying attention to it, then I know they're not anywhere near this because they have no attraction to the real God, the real transcendental Lord. It's a bullshit trip. It's a big show. I don't like big shows. Oh, I do. I like this big show. A big show of the truth, man. Wild truth, like wild honey, man. Natural. Yeah, give me a show like this, man. Give me the real show, not the bullshit show. Come on, man. Step up here. Let's see how much empowerment you got over here. Confront the guy over here with no neck beads and no tila. Show us that you're powerful, pure devotees, capable of delivering your disciples. Because they're all going to these gurus. Oh, Guru, give me mercy. Please deliver me. I really want Krishna. And are they really getting Krishna? I haven't seen anybody getting Krishna. Getting Krishna is somebody like Lalita, right, Tom? What do you think? Isn't that kind of getting Krishna? Prove that you're that kind of guru, man. Or Johan, or anybody, Rivers, or whoever's getting mercy. Tom, is he, he's much more solid than he was before. The guy was merging with everything and everybody. Luckily, he met us. Saved him in the nick of time. So, the Vaishnavas became moved to benedict humanity and prayed the Lord Krishna would quickly shower his mercy upon them. Yeah. And he does that through his devotees. That's why we got to get purified. That's our praying. We're praying here every day, chanting, attending, getting purified, so the Lord can use you to preach his real movement. Otherwise, nobody's got the power. You notice you gotta be empowered to do something. We can't do anything on our own. That Lord has to be stronger and stronger and stronger inside, so that he can benedict humanity through you. It's not like it's just going to come out of the clouds. See, like the Christians, oh, they're coming again. He's going to come here. Oh, well, hey, man, not like that. Are you the cloud of that mercy in this world? Like Ramananda was a cloud of the mercy of Lord Caitanya and Radha and Krishna. Are you a cloud like that? And most aren't. Most aren't. 99.9% of the leaders in Vaishnavism are not clouds like that. So their only hope is, hey, listen, fellas out there, come here. We're there. We got a lot of clouds. It's very cloudy here. See, cloudy, thick with the mercy of the Lord. Real mercy, thick, not thin. We don't do thin here. Fluffy, billowy clouds. Billowy, I like that word. Billowy. Fluffy clouds of mercy. Yeah. Otherwise, throw your titles in the can, man. Come here and get the real mercy and be a real guru. Wouldn't it be nice? I'm telling you, gurus out there, you could be a real guru and you can do it the easy way. People will come to you that are, actually worth something, just because you're speaking truth and you're showing truth. You're showing people that are sincere, who really want a relationship with that supreme ultimate truth, really want real shelter, solid shelter that they can see in you because Krishna shows them. Do you want to be that kind of guru, man? Or you want a bunch of neophytes, like those who leave here to be teachers, and all the neophytes go, "Oh, you're so great," and they're not great. "Oh, you're such a fantastic. Give me mercy," but you got no mercy to give. What a show! Come, you'll have mercy to give. People will get mercy from you. And you won't even be thinking, "I'm going to give mercy." No, I just want to relish the mercy, man, and the mercy flows. Relish bhakti. Mm. Foremost of the wisdom. Yeah. Okay, give us a word there, Lalita. We might take a break.
Brilliant ecstatic class, Guru Maharaj. I was sitting there completely drunk, reading what Johan writes makes me more drunk. Hearing what Govinda says, add a little bit more. So yeah, we are a beautiful sangha, really worshipping together in
Yeah,
ecstasy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Very,
it's really, yeah,
very ecstatic, very. Yeah. As to say, it's only here. The life is here, the love is here, the knowledge is here, the happiness is here. It's so, so powerful for
yeah.
those who give. You don't have to be anything, anything. Krishna gives you the thing you need. He has everything. We don't need to be anything. He's the one. It's all about him.
Yeah, I mean, it's wonderful to be. I mean, here to be able to help others tap into that solid pillar of God. The Lord is just waiting in that sense. He's waiting. That's why He sends His devotees. They come and they point the way. They help you. Tap into that source of essence. So you become strong. I mean, my success here is when the devotees become strong in Krishna, and are solid, and their words come from that inspiration of communion with God. Now that's, to me, is guru.
Following
You-
in your footsteps.
yeah, yeah, to help people become like you, who you are, because that's what I do. I mean, I just tap in now, and from that relationship comes everything. The right words, the right happiness, everything, purification, inspiration, you know. This is what the Lord wants. He just wants people to be happy, because we're without that transcendental connection with the Lord, it's just you're destined. You're under the curse, either as a demigod or a demon. You're still under the curse. You're blind. Good people are blind people. I meet good people all the time. Good, they're still blind. Personally, I'd rather meet a bad person that will come here and listen than a good person that won't listen.
Of course, yeah.
You see it? This is
Yeah.
the way God looks. He said, "Who's open?"
Who
Because
is
He can deal with
interested?
everybody. Yeah, He can deal with your goodness and He can deal with your badness. He'll purify it all.
Yeah.
Okay?
You've got to become
That's Yeah,
transcendental.
that's the
Yeah.
kind of preaching we do here. So powerful because Shuddha Bhakti, man. It's just like when Jesus said, "Man, I'll go whoever will listen to me." That's what he went to the tax collector. Matthew's playing orgies, going drinking, this meat eating, all this stuff going on, and Jesus was happy there. Hey, man, because you know why? Because it's nice to be with somebody who likes you, instead of being around the Pharisees so strict and fast. They don't eat this and that, and they study the big false ego. Matthew was, "Hey, man, Jesus, you're Jesus, man." You just had natural faith in Him.
Develop that love. Yeah.
Uh, just to be with people like that. That's it, man. I don't care. Even my son, that's the nature of those who have this potency. They don't care, are you good or bad, man? Do you just like to hang out, man? Socialize with anybody. I don't
Yeah.
care. Just You're
No.
good. Bad. Do you like this energy? Do you like, are you open? Do you want to be delivered? You know?
They're
Well,
so different
yeah,
because you have the power to associate. I remember in Radhadesh, there was a transgender who was always visiting Radhadesh, and I was the only one who wanted to talk to him. Well,
yeah,
he became her. Nobody wanted to talk to him. They were afraid to be poisoned by
yeah. Yeah, you see,
they didn't
this
have
is the
thought.
neophyte. If
Yeah.
any neophytes want to advance, they have to come here and learn the real standard by purification. Yeah, you got to get that. That's judgment. That's what keeps people down. You see, you judge people from the material platform instead of. I've always noticed when I was in Vaishnav, when I was in ISKCON, it was the same thing. Always judge you. Oh, this person's not qualified. Oh, they're doing this. Ah, they can't do this. Therefore, they can't get the mercy.
Yeah,
So it's neophyte babies.
baby.
Children.
Judging. Yeah.
I need you guys to send me a friend request, por favor. So everybody, send a friend request to Maria Soul, to Maria Soul F. Ah, she stayed awake. Look, she usually says she falls back to sleep, but she stayed awake through the whole thing here. Yeah, we have that kind of thing on people. After a while, you just kind of wake.
You get addicted.
Yeah, yeah, it's like, yeah, because life, man, it's a real life. I cannot find the video icon to appear there with you guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I'll tell you what. Let me send it to you. Oh, there, Shama Sundari did.
Yeah, she sent it.
Yeah. So go ahead and try and come on. Let's see. So click it. Mm. Send a message. What you say about God means only you know him. I know the same God. My God don't punish me or play with me, karmic childish plays. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of how it is, just sometimes even like as you're coming out of that mentality, you feel guilty. Sometimes it's shame and all that stuff. But anyway, that'll go, and you realize the Lord is always happy to see you.
Yeah, for him. Well, he knows who you are anyway. So he's the only one for who you don't have to be ashamed because he knows everything. You can't hide anything.
Oh,
Just be happy that he accepts you, that he embraces you.
yeah. Well, being in this association is good. It just automatically elevates your consciousness. If people just do it, you'll see you just lift it in this association to a higher level of thought and understanding than this stuff, the speculative plane. That's why hearing is the first thing. These devotees, they've been in Vaishnavism, many of them for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. But they still need to start from the beginning and hear, because we're preaching now, the postgraduate. They need to hear this, and it'll automatically elevate them beyond their speculations that are keeping them down on the Vaidhi platform. So what Prabhupada taught about hearing that they think they know, uh, well, you don't quite really know it yet. Now you've really got to, if you want to elevate, because I'm not teaching just Vaidhi Bhakti, I'm teaching very elevated principles here. Principles that bring your consciousness to the transcendental platform. I'm preaching the real book now. Not a speculative version and a checklist of all these external qualifications, for bhakti and what it is, and no speculations and all that stuff. No, this is the real book. That's why you got it. That's your first level of purification, is hearing from the empowered devotee. Some so-called gurus are poisonous. You have to make that clear, please. Yeah, well, if you're not, see, okay, it's this simple. If I take the name, I'm a bona fide, see, they say the bona fide, right? You go to ISKCON, they say you got to get a bona fide spiritual man. This person's bona fide, right? Bona fide spiritual master. You go to them, you're going to get Krishna, right? You're supposed to, right? Or maybe they don't even think about that. Maybe that's not even their idea, but I don't know. Why would I go to Krishna conscious movement if I'm not going to get Krishna? If you want a donut, go to the donut shop or something. You want a pair of shoes, go to the shoe shop. You want Krishna, go to the Hare Krishna movement. But is it a place where you get real donuts or real shoes? See, if I want to go to a shoe shop, what if I go to a donut shop? Do I get shoes? People can't even think straight. You go to the Krishna conscious movement to do what? To get Krishna, because Krishna's supposed to be there. But who hasn't? Who's gotten Krishna? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I know. I can tell. So you go to Krishna conscious movement and the person's, I'm Guru Dev. I'll give you the mercy to bring you to Goloka Vrindavan. See? So where's the poison if you're not that? Because a person's coming to you in good faith and they want Krishna, and you say by your devotee and by your either saying directly or sort of indirectly, your disciple, oh, Guru Dev, he's so great, he's fantastic, he's everything, oh, he's so wonderful and all that. But they can't tell you what that wonderfulness is. They don't know what that is. It's just words, superficial words. No substance. See? So just by the fact if they're not qualified, that's the poison. Hypocrisy, it's called. You got to be who you are. Who are you? What's your role in this world, man? You know that? I know my role. Are you a shoe salesman? A donut shop attendant? You work at Starbucks? Do you give coffee? Can you give coffee? Can you give Krishna? Are you a real guru in the Krishna conscious movement? Can people get Krishna and know what Krishna is? Yeah. Because if you get Krishna, you know what it looks like? What you see here. And they can't see it. In other words, they're blind. That's why they got blind leaders and blind followers, following the path of blindness. Because where Krishna is, that place that's where you get Krishna is here. Why? Because Krishna are getting Krishna here. They're knowing, oh yeah, Krishna is ecstatic bliss, and I feel and taste this ecstatic bliss. Radha is pure devotion, and I'm tasting this wondrous, wonderful devotional energy. Oh, it makes me so attractive to chanting. This is what you get here. Does that seem of any value to anybody out there? Does this seem important to you? It was to my Lord Caitanya. He loved that, chanting the name with great bliss and ecstasy. That was the standard. That's why millions of people followed him, because he can chant in ecstasy. Many Kirtan Ramdas also chanted in ecstasy, laughing and crying. Millions of people started following him down the road. Really? Am I any different than the real line? That's what they did. That's what Gohari does. And people are coming. Of course, a lot of purification is needed because people listen to a lot of bullshit. Be in the name of Krishna consciousness for 50 years. So there has to be some purification, some clarity. See, this is cutting the jungle growth. See, around the deity, everything to me is a living truth. Around the deity in your hearts there in ISKCON and Gaudiya, around your hearts is a lot of jungle growth, man. And we come in our Sangha with choppers and spades, just like that pastime, to clear the jungle growth so we can expose the real Krishna. The truth will set you free. Okay? Let's get rid of the jungle growth, man, so that we can see. You can see Krishna. You can see what he is. You got to taste him, though. He's one you got to lick, like Maria's dog licks to taste. If this dog wants to find out who you are, he'll lick you right up your leg, man. You feel the sandpaper go shh. And that means this dog likes you. He licks your leg. See? Are you like that with Krishna? Are you licking his name? See, that's what it is. A lick. When the devotees lick it, it shows in their face, man. They're very happy persons. The joy of the Lord, licking the Lord's name. Not one of these gurus even. Or these lifeless, no energy kirtans. Look at this joyous kirtan. I'm sorry, not impressed. Go out your fault finding. Yeah, I find a lot of fault in that. Go get on the real friggin' path, man. Yeah, I want to find that fault. You're in a fault, man. You're in darkness, man. Get out of darkness. Yeah, that's the kind of fault finder I am. I find the faults and get you out of the faults. Get you out of that. You fell in that hole, that dark hole, in that dark cave. I come in and grab you and bring you out if you want, if you're willing. You haven't found a fault finder like this. This is a very unique fault finder here. We find the faults to help people, not to put them down, to bring them up. Where do you find fault finders like that, Tom? You know, you find faults with people to bring them up and not put them down. Most people have fallen into the faults, so we have to kind of grab them, pick them up, and take them out. Yeah. You know, there's a pastime in 10th canto in the Bhagavatam. There's a lizard that fell in the well. The lizard falls in the well. And Krishna knows the lizard's in the well, in the dark well, can't get out. So he goes in there, puts his hand down, picks up the lizard, takes it out of the well. See? That's the world. It's fallen into the well. Our work here is to give Krishna so that he can take everybody out of the well. We give the name. See? Give people the name. Get them to chant. Get them to associate with elevated devotees. And then your life becomes more and more auspicious. Fault finders are those who tell you to go away from here. Oh, you don't want that kind of fault. I don't care what kind of how color their devotee is or what. You don't want a fault finder like that finds fault where life is. Life is here, man. Truth is here. The life of ecstatic worship is here, man. Yeah. Those who find fault with this, ooh, that's dangerous, man. That can kill your soul by cutting you off from life. That's the death. The soul never dies, but it can be cut off from life by its faith in Maya, in illusions, in illusionists. See, who create illusions. Don't go to Lord Caitanya's grace place where Gaur Hari and his friends are. That's an illusionist. You're being tested. See, they're misleading you. The whole world is like that. You got gurus like that. How many of your gurus have told you not to come here? The ones who have gurus. They all do that. Oh, don't go to Gaur Hari. See, that's an illusionist. in the name of being a guru. I don't go for that stuff. I just point it out. I say that's a fault you fell in or you're falling into. That's why I told this one lady who was thinking of taking an initiative, I said, wait, come here 30 days, listen to these classes, and then decide. Otherwise, as soon as those gurus get you, they'll bewilder your mind because you're weak and you've come under their shelter, and then they'll just bamboozle your mind, say, don't go to Gohari and listen to him because you belong to me. That's Maya actually saying that. All right, so I'm going to stop. Hare Krishna, everybody. Till we meet again.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Thank you.
Yeah. I was walking my dogs on Fifth Avenue, and he passed me by. Oh, yeah. I don't remember why I started talking. I straight out talking, but I did. I talked so much that he said, well, I have to continue my walk. Yeah. Yeah. Did Matthew give up his tax collecting job? Yeah, he just became a follower of Jesus. Yeah, some people do. Yeah. See, here you don't have to do that. See, there, if you wanted to associate Jesus, you had to leave everything, man, because they had no TVs, they had no social media. See, where you're not leaving. Right? It's like, but if that was all you had, he was like that kind. He says, "Hey, man, I want this. I want what Jesus has. I want that gift." See, you don't have to leave your comfort of your homes or anything or your work. You just do your work and everything. You just come here regularly. The Lord will protect you. Look at Shama Sundari. She works a lot and everything, but she feels the Lord's around her. It's the way it is for a lot of devotees here. It's powerful here. The Lord is very happy that anybody comes here and believes in this preaching. Very happy. And you will see it. You will experience that happiness. It's very different than anything. Oh, who is this?
This
Thanks,
is-
Lolita.
This is Eva.
Yes, Haribol.
You're a friend of Lolita?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, my best friend.
Oh, that's
Yes.
great. Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
Are you a devotee of Krishna also, or?
I cleaned the temple for 10 years,
She was another
Oh,
cleaner.
I
but
guess
I'm not
so.
good enough because I'm not there on 3 o'clock in the morning for my rounds and blah, 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 and problems with the president. And I left the building. And now I'm here.
Well, I'll tell you, you got this here is, I'll tell you, this is all you need. If you spend a little time here, you'll think, wow, man, I wish I got this in the beginning. Because you'll get all the shelter that you're looking for and more. Even
Now.
things you don't even understand will come. I mean, I was looking for this. I know I was 5 years in the temple. I lived temple.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah. 5 years in the temple, and I was always looking for this, but then it wasn't available.
No.
So I kept looking for it. I went to all these different groups. I went to ISKCON, I went to Narayan Raj, I went to Radhakund Babaji's. I'm looking for this kind of thing. I was looking for Krishna, for God's sake. I wanted to feel Krishna. And they were all giving me a bunch of rules and duties and this and that and all this.
Yes.
Rituals and washing pots all day, and
All day.
stuff. And going to work and selling paintings, everything but Krishna.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, it was necessary because you got temples and people on that level. But anyway, I wanted this, and I've got this now. That's why I say, if you spend some time here, you'll see this. This is Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, man. Abandon all varieties of religion and take shelter of Krishna. And we show how to do that where you feel it, man. You feel the shelter of Krishna. You feel the love of God. You feel love of Radharani. What else do you need? Man, this is phenomenal.
Yes. Yes, I feel it immediately because I was at Radhadesh with Freddy,
Yeah, yeah.
working all day. And if I came in the temple, I feel like I came home and I cried.
Yeah.
But they say, what's the matter? What's the problem? Go.
Yeah, they don't like the crying, do they?
No.
I got
And then I
chastised heavily.
yes, but maybe we can come together.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
friend, he has a beautiful house with a garden,
Oh,
caravan, tent. Yes, I I mean it. Come to Belgium.
oh,
Tom,
yeah,
welcome, Tom.
yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I want to come. Yes.
I wait all my life for this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, hey, you guys can meet anyway. You guys all get together and go to that big tent.
Yes,
Yeah,
welcome.
yeah,
We
yeah.
mean it.
Yeah, meet together. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll come. Maybe not. It just depends on
You're welcome, eh? I'm inviting you.
Yeah, thank
You're
you. Yeah,
welcome.
yeah.
And
It's
your
the
friend.
traveling thing is a little bit kind of weird now. It's just I don't want to get stuck anywhere. Um, with these, these everything's kind of in flux, vaccine stuff and all. I'm not taking any of this stuff in my body.
You can
So,
no. I understand you completely. You can take the train till. Can I
no, it's
pick you
good.
up my car?
Oh
No
yeah,
problem.
Is op Mount Marguerite.
Ah, yeah, of course. Finally.
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so let's see what happens. We'll put it in the
Okay.
computer.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
It's
Thank you.
nice. So you've been listening for a while to what we're doing?
Now a week because I invite hoe noemt hij? Ja,
Johan.
Johan for cooking in my house 5 years ago.
Ah,
5 years ago, but he was not so, not so okay, dus I lost it. And a week ago, he stand for my door. I don't remember who it was because I said, "What's happened with you?" And he laughing and whoa and go ranga and I said, talk. And he cried and I said, "Oh my God, what's happened with you?" But I feel immediately what I'm waiting for. I said,
ah,
sit. And he said, "You have to talk with Lalita." And immediately we messenger, and now I follow every day, of course.
wow, that's
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
See,
But
Krishna's,
she's always laughing,
yeah,
always happy. She's the sun in Belgium on the sea. Wow.
yeah.
Serious.
See, Krishna wants to show what real Krishna consciousness is to attract people, to help the Radha Desh devotees. They're gonna get it. Everybody wants us happy. They don't know what
Always
it is.
jealous, always jealous. And my
Yeah,
friend
yeah.
is very helpful for me. And he buy a caravan and he said, "I bring you to Radhadesh. You can go in your caravan because they don't give you a room. They give you nothing." And they were jealous and they troubles, everyday troubles. And my electricity was gone and always troubles. And he said, "That are not good people. You
All
have to
right.
go there."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's fantastic.
But
Yeah,
maybe
let me.
you can make a temple of the house in Mechelderzanden. Eh? Come
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
house.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. Where is
I
your
have a
friend?
small apartment in Geel. You can come there also if you want.
Okay, great, great. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Where's your friend? Let me see what it looks like.
Yeah, Patrick.
Yeah. He hides. He hides. I told him sit.
Yes, he's very shy and he's een bouwvakker. Hoe zeg je dat?
Hey, oh, what a beautiful person. Oh,
He's always
Sit,
happy.
sit, Patrick.
hi. Nice to meet you. You speak
Nice.
English?
Wilde-
He built houses for 40 years every day,
Oh,
2,000
good.
stones.
Carpenter. You're a carpenter. Yeah.
And I said, verkoop,
Bye.
buy your land and
Sell,
But-
sell.
sell your land and build a temple. Eh?
Oh, why not? Yeah.
But he said, "Take my house, my home, my house. You have a big house,
Yeah, yeah.
and a zolder."
I don't know. I don't know.
Corner?
Upstairs.
Upstairs, very big place. We can
Yeah,
sleep there with 15 people.
Oh, wow.
Bathrooms too. Toilets too. A big garden. Please come.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get all the Radha Desh devotees to come to this temple. At least there's a place for them, right?
The place is beautiful. The place is beautiful. The Pujari, Krishna Shakti, and Dira Krishna told me, you understand, you're welcome forever. And all the rest was jealous because I'm not initiated. And Krishna Shakti said, if you talk about Eva, you can chant 40 lives more because she know what she do. She understand me, you know. She is
Yeah.
there for 30 years and she said, please let Eva clean the temple with etheric oils.
Yeah.
But now we found it. Eh?
We clean the heart.
Yeah.
Yes,
Hey,
in the
well,
heart.
yeah. Sometimes you got to start something like Prabhupada. He couldn't work with the Gaudiya Math.
Yes.
He had to kind of do his own style. So we kind of do our own style. Very organic here. Everybody contributes, just their energy, their nature, and it just starts to build like that. Very organic.
Yes. But every word you speak, you say is
Mm.
you hear it, you feel it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you are on this planet, huh? I didn't know.
You didn't
I
know.
hear that you live on this planet. I didn't know. I hear it from Jan Buggenhout 3 years ago.
Oh,
He came Eradadesh with his harmonium, and I said, finally, somebody, he sang the mantra, and he said, Lalita is now in Turkey with you, and the group, and Jan and Freddy, and he was a little bit sad, but he said to me, you don't belong here. Maybe you go to you in Turkey.
yeah. I think you're more like the kind of group here. More more
Mhm.
wild, and you don't
Yeah,
want to
she-
be put in a box.
Yes, no, I love energy. My friend is also everyday positive energy.
Oh, this is fantastic. It's so great to have your association, you two. It's fantastic.
Yes, I'm
And this
very
is
happy
gonna be,
with her because we
oh,
go to the temple 3 weeks ago and they sit there. Your friend eat meat. He cannot help us with prasad.
oh man. This is
And
so it's
he give 20 euros and they give him so little bit rice that they said, I'm a big fan of hungry. Anyway,
see,
thank
it's stingy.
you for this.
That's the neophyte stage. People are stingy with everything. They're afraid. They live in lack.
It's very
They
hot.
live like
It's the ecstasy they feel.
she's getting
Oh
hot,
my
man.
God. Yes.
Yeah. Oh man, this
So
is she's
happy.
picking up the energy. I could tell, man. She's
Yeah,
got it.
yeah. She does. She does.
But I wait all my life for this.
Yeah.
I was a
Yeah.
small child and always happy. And they say, you have to go to the church, blah, blah, blah. You have to
Yeah.
initiate it. Then Jehovah's Witness, you have to initiate the blah, blah, blah. Then was a Reiki master, always initiation. And then I
Yeah,
come in
yeah.
Bangladesh, I was home. And no, you have to do this.
Oh yeah. Oh, always something not quite real. No, this is fantastic. A lot of times the Lord waits for the best for last. So that's that, and you really appreciate it.
Unbelievable. Wow.
Oh yeah. Hey man, this is just starting. I was telling Maria. She says, "Boy, things are working out." I said, "Hey, you're just getting going here. You watch how this is benediction after benediction, auspiciousness, transcendent. It's going to be so attractive. It already is. But people, they need to get purified, come up to it, envy, jealousies, and all that stuff. And they'll see this is so wonderful to have this. What we have Krishna, we have Radha, man. That is
Yeah.
it.
We have
There
to come
it
together.
is. Yeah,
Together every week. And we can
together.
talk and sing and dance.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
That's what you got.
Yes, a week ago we were in Tenerife because he want to buy a house in Tenerife, my friend.
Ah,
But maybe we have now other plans because I want to bring us together, huh?
We are not going to.
oh yeah, yeah. Let's see, man. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Let's. It's this Krishna's now bringing. It's like attracting nice people. Really sincere. See, everybody coming here is like that. They're really spiritual. They've been looking, and they're ready. They're really ripe.
Salt me.
You know,
Yes, it's true. It's true. It's true. I believe you. It's true. Finally. Finally. Yes, I hear her. And she said, we can speak via Messenger. I said, I have to see you immediately.
oh, that's eagerness.
En he said, I wil voor u een taxi zijn. Ik wil u brengen.
I want to be your driver, your chauffeur.
Yes. He told me. And that was my wow. To be
That's
here.
fantastic. Are you
Yeah.
going to stay? Just staying for a day or two, or
For one, yes, 2 days.
2 days? All right. That's wonderful.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
because
how-
I hope to see Jan Buggenhout with his harmonium tomorrow or whatever. I'm
We
here.
will see him this evening.
Voilà, this evening.
Oh,
Great.
yeah.
Oh,
But
yes.
you're going on Sankirtan today. Yeah, that's great.
Yes, I'm very happy.
Good.
But if
All
I
right.
go, Hey?
How far away do you live from Lolita?
200 kilometers.
200.
200.
Not too bad. It's doable.
But there is a beautiful B&B on the corner where we live, dus you can come. I want to bring us together every week because now we go to the temple and they sit there, and
Yeah,
he's not
yeah,
in
yeah,
the gate
yeah,
and blah blah, and you have to do this and don't like it anymore.
Yeah. Well,
Always happy.
you got Lolita and Johan over there. That's amazing. And Lolita Madhava. These guys are ecstatic, So Krishna's there with them very powerfully.
Yes.
You won't be in any lack. I remember just sitting in the room chanting with Lolita. It was so ecstatic, unbelievable, that vibration. It says you chant with her and see what it is. It's unbelievable. It's amazing. Krishna's and Radha has given her a lot of special attention.
I polished his shoes for 6 years. The shoes of Krishna.
Oh, really? Wonderful.
Yes, with etheric oils because the oil in Radhadesh is not so good. I buy from doTERRA and Young Living, the best in the world, huh?
Oh.
Ik krijg er al gegeven wel.
Amazing.
Yes. But I hope to learn now more and more from Lolita. Yes, I'm very happy.
Definitely. Yeah. No, this is fantastic. So
Yes.
yeah, this is great. We got it looks like another family member coming. It's
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes.
Two. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah,
Man.
Satan.
Hey, nice to meet you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Hey,
Okay.
what's your name? What's his name?
He is Patrick Verlooy.
Patrick.
Yes.
Okay, nice to meet you.
And Eva.
Eva.
And Eva.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They will
But
be-
in class you will see her name is Frubelle. Frubelle Zonnekever. Frubelle.
Bella. Okay.
Yeah, that's an old story. I cannot fix it because Google is difficult. For 2 names, but whatever. Frubel is beautiful fruit and Zonnekever is an animal.
Yeah, no
In the sun.
problem.
Oké, jij wilt terug even zitten?
Klas is gedaan.
Ah, de klas
All
is
right.
gedaan.
So I'll end this because I don't have my good internet yet, and so I'm using my phone. All right. See you guys later. And
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Eva and Patrick.
Yes, me too. Thank you very much.
Hey, Patrick. All right. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
Bye.
I'll be back online soon, actually.
Yes. Bye.